Welcome back, YouTube family. It's your boy Jay back in the building with another video for you all. So I said we was gonna make a whole nother video for the Roth IRA, and here we go today. Video on the Roth IRA. So imagine putting your money somewhere where it just grows tax free. You don't have to worry about nothing at all. So imagine putting your money in a special account where your money just grows tax free. You get taxed on the front end, but guess what? Once them dollars go to rolling, get to $1,000,000 and you want to put it out, you want to pull it out, the government can't tax it again. You only taxed on the front end, so the rest after tax dollars. When they pull it out, it's all yours versus the regular traditional IRA. Let that money grow. Yes, government gonna tax that as soon as you pull it out. So think about it like this: we talking about turning $100 to over $100,000, and when you take it out, you keep every last penny. That's the good part. And best believe it's really penitential still. Yeah, I'm saying. Look it up, that Roth IRA versus traditional IRA, and you're gonna have it. So I'm gonna tell y'all this little story, you know what I'm saying? When I first started out, I always try to save a little money here and here, but I ain't know nothing about investing. And I know most of us probably don't know nothing about investing. So guess what? When I started looking more into it, and I seen that the rich people really put their money in places where it's gonna grow, because our money is sitting still, ain't doing no work for us, right? So put in that Roth IRA, that money about to be growing for you at a rapid pace. That's the crazy thing. Not saying you're gonna be rich overnight, but just know it's locked up. After tax dollars, it's all yours. Just let it keep on compounding, growing, and that's your best investment because you cannot get that opportunity back once it's gone. So the only secret that you need to know what Roth IRA, you put your money in, it get taxed on the front end. The rest you let it keep on compounding, put it in, tax on the front end, same thing, keep on compounding. And when you pull it out, yes sir, all yours. Give me my coins. So is it really a secret or they just hiding this from us? So I'm putting y'all on today. Y'all don't let this opportunity slip by, because like I said, once it's gone, it's gone. Ain't no catching up. And the earlier you start, like 18 or 16, whenever you can start making a little money, start that Roth IRA, that's the most chance you're going to have for it to compound and grow to millions of dollars. So for example, say you make $100 and say 2 years that $100 turn into $100. The regular account, brokerage account, anything like that, that $900 you made on top, the government want that. They're going to tax that. You got to pay taxes. But in a Roth IRA, that's what makes it so special. That 900 is all yours. They tax it on the front end, so they might have put $98 into the account or whatever like that. But when you pull that 900, that 1,000 out, man, we get all our coins. Because best believe me, that's how the government get us. They get us on that back end. Just like houses, property taxes, all that. They try to tax everything. But this is one of the only ways I know taxed on the front end, and you don't have to pay nothing on the growth on the back end. Y'all, we can't let this fly by us, bro. No way. So y'all imagine that starting young or whatever age you're starting at, in the next 20 to 30 years, whatever you grow that money into, it's all yours at the end of the day. But with this, you just gotta stay consistent. Whether if it's on the front end, you're gonna put that 1,000 out, well, that 7,000, because the Roth IRA only allow us to put, I believe, 7,000 right now. 7,000 a year. It's not a month. It's a year. So you only put that seven. You could put either 7,000 at the beginning of the year, or you could put month to month, week to week, however you wanna spread that money across. But it only allows 7,000. That's why it's such a special thing, and that's why they only allow 7,000. Because if people was allowed to put way more than that in that thing, about how much people would really be just tossing money into them Roth IRAs, letting that money grow like crazy. And also, this is for the parents out there, because I'm definitely thinking about it whenever I do decide to, become a parent and stuff like that. I've been doing research. Like I said, you can definitely start one for your kid, but they have to be making some legitimate money. So a kid could be whatever age, but if they're sweeping your building or they're working in your business, and they definitely got tax write off, but you could actually pay your kid up to what, $4,000. So just that little money into a kid's or Roth IRA, that would make a big difference. Because at that age, like I said, even at the age of 30 or 40 and they retire, they can't pull that money out though. But I'm just saying what it will be by the age of 40. It can still be over $800,000. But the retirement age is the 60, 60 and a half. But that's millions of dollars on that. So to set your kids up, even if it don't set your kids up, because me myself, I don't really believe in I believe in retirement, but I'm not trying to be the rich person once I get old. I want to be rich and wealthy at a decent age where I can still live life, right? But that is something like a cushion, for example. It's a cushion. Not saying we're not gonna make the 60, but I know we're not promised tomorrow. But that is something you can definitely start, and it can roll over to your kids. And once it roll over to your kids, and you already, for example, you already got theirs rolling as well, so they get that money. Plus, they got the money that's already in there. And if their kids don't grow to that age or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna keep generational. So that's why we want to raise our kids right to know about money. What's the asset? What's the liability? So they do the right things with the money. Cause you don't want them to get millions of dollars and yet like, oh, what we gonna do? We gonna just go blow and party? No, we don't want that. And I talked to you all about this before. When you put the money in a Roth IRA, it ain't just invested for you, right? You can automate it to go to the Roth IRA, but you also got to go in and invest that money into something. And what I told y'all, S&P 500, if you got Vanguard, go VOO, VTI, all them tracks, stock market. So make it simple. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to know too much. That's the basic fundamentals. And all you need is that fundamental. Keep stacking this in the Roth IRA. Y'all gonna be good and set for life. Best believe it. And like I said before, you do not need a lot of money. That's the most common mistakes with investing in general. A lot of people think you need a lot of money. No, you do not. Use a little bit. Start with $1. Start with 5. Start whatever you can. But the earlier you start, the better. A lot of us, like for example, my age, I ain't found out till about 28, 30. So I ain't really know about it. Okay, so now I'm starting. First, if we teach our kids early on, okay, we start early and we ain't got nothing to worry about it. And a lot of us tend to overcomplicate it. And even though it's so easy, a lot of us just tend to ignore the fact that it's that easy. It's like, oh no, nah, it ain't that easy. A lot of us don't believe it. That's why I tell everybody, do your own research. You're gonna see how easy it is. And if you put 5, 10 out, at least you're putting something. And gotta congratulate the small stuff. Let's keep on moving. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Boom. And I also want to give this example because, like I say, a lot of us tend to work all our lives, trading time for money, trading time for money. And I hate to see like older people that's still working, but they have to work. It's a difference between you're working and I'm bored with my retirement and I don't got nothing else to do, so I want to work and do something. But we not trying to get older at that age and then have to work. At least if you put this into this Roth IRA, you got something. You got a cushion. I don't care if it's $200,000, $100,000. But like I said, a Roth IRA, you could definitely grow that to millions of dollars. But think about all the people out here that didn't know about this and they started. I ain't gonna say they started because they probably never started. They probably just had a 401k. Some people lose a job. You got to cash out your 401k. Of course, they're gonna tax them dollars and stuff like that. But for those that don't know about it, start the Roth IRA. At least you got something in the nest. You know what I'm saying? Something is better than nothing at the end of the day. Because if you going to retire and you're still going to be working at these ages, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? So even if you retire and you have to work, at least live off your 200,000 or 400,000, whatever it is, and you could still work, but you don't need a part-time job. You don't need to do it because you got the nest egg that's holding you over. And most likely at retirement, most of us probably going to be getting Social Security at that age, and you're going to be receiving a check based off of the money you put into the system and the government that taxed all your dollars that you've been gaining. So this is the thing I definitely want to make clear as well, y'all. Like I said, we ain't trying to struggle. We ain't trying to do none of that. But mainly for those entrepreneurs, Roth IRA, individual retirement account. So it's for an individual, but that's those that are self-employed, don't have a job, that's working for somebody. Because if you're working for somebody, you're getting a 401k, or like I say, a 403b. Most of them is known as a 401k, right? Through your job where they match you, they put their little 6.2, that's the 14%. Versus entrepreneur, you can tax that 14%, that self-employment tax. So that's what's gonna be going to that Social Security. So y'all, please do the research, and I'm definitely gonna learn more about it. A lot of it fresh to me, but yo, I just really want to help y'all. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how I did in the video. It's a lot more to it, but I gave y'all the basic nuggets. That's all y'all need to start. Like I said, VOO, S&P 500, whatever y'all open it up with, that's what y'all invest in. S&P 500. If you don't know what you're doing, and you can't go wrong. You're not gonna lose your bread. Like I said, unless the world ending, and we lost everything anyway. So see y'all next video. Hope y'all enjoy the video and y'all have a nice day. Peace out.